What's up? Tyler. Plugged on. I'm here with an album review. This time I'm going to be talking about the new album from the band Angra, entitled Omni. This is their 8th album, and if you don't know this band, they are a power metal band originated in Brazil. So that's pretty cool to me. So their last album from 2015, I believe, Secret Garden, I think, is just an amazing album. And I would lump this band into kind of the Stradivarius side of power metal, in that it's not the super corny over the top stuff like, say, Beast in Black or Glory Hammer, but it's more it can be corny at times, but it has a lot of great riffs in it, and this band's a little bit more technical. So their singer Fabio, who used to be in Rhapsody of Fire, it's probably where most of you will know him from. Really, on their last album, and especially on this album too, takes this band to a whole nother level. I mean, I've enjoyed the past albums from this band that I've listened to. Like Rebirth is really good. Temple of Shadows is cool. There's a lot of good stuff here. But I think their last 2 albums, and I'm including this one, have just been fucking awesome. You also might know this is the band where the now Megadeth guitarist Kiko Loureiro, I believe, this was his band for a while, and now he is in Megadeth. So that's cool. Anyways, enough with that shit. How's this album? I think this album is solid as shit. I love it. It starts off with the track Light of Transcendence, which right away is just such a great feel-good power metal song. Just, great vocals by Fabio, great guitar work all over the place, especially the lead. And later in the song, after it has a pretty heavy, technical sort of breakdown-ish sort of riff. It's nice and symphonic, and then it comes back with the guitars, and it just sounds so good. And it just gets me to another point of, like, the production is just top notch on this album from start to finish. It's just one of the best power metal records I've ever heard. I just think it sounds very good. And I just like, I just feel everything with this album in particular, just for the most part, feels as it should, sort of thing. There's not a whole lot of stuff that really stands out of, like, well, that just doesn't really work, or that's just boring to listen to, or I lose myself or fade away, and I find this album going to the background. This album kept me captivated the entire time. And you move on to Travelers of Time and Black Widow's Web, which I think are 2 of the stronger tracks on here for sure. Black Widow's Web might be the best song on here. I've yet to decide. There's a lot of good variety on that song, and that chorus is just one of the best I've heard so far this year, and one of the best choruses I've heard in a little while in terms of new releases. Like, it's just such a great chorus that just kind of punches you in the mouth and has a massive hook to it vocally. And that song's also pretty heavy, and that goes along with the track War Horns as well, which is another just great in-your-face power metal song that actually gets pretty fucking heavy at times, which I enjoy. And I really enjoy this band's variety with the guitar work. Like, there's some technical sort of stuff, there's more traditional speed metal stuff. They can get really heavy at times. The guitar leads are always really well done. The solos are fucking through the roof, just well executed. It's just all over the place, and just solid stuff throughout the whole record. Some of the slower songs on here I think are really good. Like The Bottom of My Soul is probably the one that stands out to me. I like the change of pace. I love that song's place in the album too. I think it breaks it up really well. And I love right before the double track Omni for the title track, you could say, you have Silence Inside and Infinite Nothing. Always More. It was definitely putting off some different vibes and tones that I really enjoyed. That throughout the whole album leading up to that point wasn't really there. It was a little bit more of a happier song, and I like that for sure. I'd say the only song that didn't fully grab me on here, but I give it props because it is one of the more unique tracks on the record, and that is Caveman. just doesn't really hook me the way that the other songs do. But I do give it props because it does have a lot of different vibes going on throughout the whole thing. They're doing something new, and I think that's cool. It just falls a little bit short for me overall. I mean, I just think there's great vocals on this album, just massive hooks all over the place. I've listened to many Rhapsody albums in the past, and Rhapsody of Fire. They're always a band that, you know I enjoy, and especially their older stuff. When I've listened to it, I do enjoy it. I just need to listen to them more, just period. But I swear, straight up, there are times on here where I'm like, did this band get Bruce Dickinson to sing on vocals? Especially Travelers of Time. I think someone needs to check that chorus of like, did Bruce Dickinson sing this before? Because it sounds very similar to that. I'm not saying he copied him or anything. It's just something I noticed when I'm listening to that chorus. I'm like, damn, just the way he's kind of like, some of the notes trail off, and in the way his voice fluctuates and everything. It's just very Bruce Dickinson like in a couple of these choruses, which I really enjoyed. I didn't really feel that. I haven't felt that listening to his Rhapsody work or even their last album, Secret Garden. I don't know, just me, but it's cool. I like the sound a lot. 9 out of 10 because I really don't see a whole lot wrong with it. Like I said, just that one track just, I don't know, just didn't click with me. Maybe over time it does. Check out Omni by Angra. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. See you later.